Naija don catch fire after Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was sentenced to life imprisonment on terrorism charges. Two heavyweights are dropping bombshell. Cubana chief priest straight up told President Tinubu, as long as MNK remains in jail, you no go see up to 10,000 votes for Southeast coming 2027. And now viral clips and whisper dey claim ALIKO Dangote break silence too, hinting say the case not over yet and backdoor tours fit free Kanu. Billionaire versus socialite, who dey spill the real truth for Igbo land and Tinubu's 2027 game. This one no be small gist o. Southeast politics, IPOB, Tinubu 2027, everything dey shake. Do you believe Cubana chief priest 10k votes warning go happen? Is Dangote really involved or just viral fake news? Should Tinubu release Kanu for peace and votes in 2027 in the Southeast? Tag 5 friends where they follow this drama. Like if you are Team Freak MNK. Subscribe if you think 2027 go red for Southeast. Comment your full opinion. Let's argue and hear. Cubana chief priest Pascal Okechukwu, often called Chief Priest Obi Cubana or Cubana chief priest, made a public statement directed at President Bola Tinubu regarding the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, leader of IPOB. This occurred in November 2025 following reports of Kanu's conviction and life imprisonment sentencing. This statement warned that as long as Nnamdi Kanu remains in jail, President Bola Tinubu will struggle to secure significant votes in the Southeast during the 2027 presidential election. Multiple credible Nigerian news outlets such as Premium Time, Vanguard, Daily Post, The Cable and Tribune Online reported on this, citing his Instagram post. The key part of his full statements, as widely quoted and reported, is, in quote, President Bola Tinubu, as long as MNK remains in jail, you cannot and will never get up to 10,000 votes in the Southeast coming 2027. I will not lie to you, Papa. End of quote. Note, same report used 10,000 quotes without comma and up to 10,000 or up to 10,000 interchangeably, but the meaning is the same. He claimed Tinubu wouldn't reach even 10,000 votes in the region. He posted this in the reaction to the court's ruling on Kanu, criticizing the president as well as Southeast ministers and governors for their roles on silencing on the matter. It was framed an advice on blunt warning to secure political support in the region by freeing Kanu. Note, this is a distinction between Cubana chief priest, the social nightlife promoter who made this viral warning, and Obi Cubana, his associates, business partners, renamed Obi Nnegwu, who made separate comments around the same thing, calling for Nnamdi Kanu's release for peace in Igbo land, but did not make the specific 10,000 votes threat. The query likely refers to Cubana's chief priest, as the votes warning inconsistently attributed to him in report and viral share. Obi Cubana's statement focused on more peace and unity in Igbo land without an electoral vote prediction. This sparked reaction online, including criticism and defenses, but the court claim in your question align with what he publicly said in late November 2025. No evidence suggests it was fabricated. It was widely covered. Social media posts.
My brothers, my sisters, in the Igbo, I'm coming to you today with a heart that is very heavy. I'm not sitting here in my office in Lagos as a big man. I'm not talking to you as the president of Dangote Group. I am not talking to you as a northerner. I'm talking to you as a human being. I'm talking to you as a friend. I'm talking to you as someone who knows the value of life and the value of peace. We have all heard the news. The judgment has been passed on our brother Nnamdi Kanu, life imprisonment. When that news broke, I know the ground shook in Umuahia. I know the air stopped moving in Enugu. I know that in the busy markets of Aba and Onitsha, hearts skipped a beat. It is a heavy blow. I cannot sit here and tell you that it is a small thing. No, it is a big thing. It is a painful thing. I know that right now, inside the chests of many young men in the southeast, there is a fire burning. It is the fire of anger. It is the fire of frustration. You feel like the system does not care about you. You feel like you have been pushed to the wall and there is nowhere else to go but to fight back. You feel that this judgment is not just on one man, but on an entire region. I hear you. I see you. But I have come to beg you. I have come to kneel down not with my knees on the ground, but with my spirit bowing before the great Igbo nation to say, please, calm down. I want us to reason together today. I want us to talk man to man, brother to brother. We often say that the Igbo man is the wisest man in the room. Why do we say that? It is because the Igbo man knows how to turn nothing into something. You give an Igbo man a lemon, he will not just make lemonade. He will build a factory that sells the juice. He will export the seeds, and he will use the peel to make medicine. That is your spirit. That is your gift from God. But today, the devil is waiting outside your door. The devil of confusion wants you to use that same energy to destroy everything you have built. Think about this. Who suffers when the house burns? If you go out to the streets today in anger, if you say you want to burn down government buildings, if you say you want to block the expressways, who are you really punishing? When you block the Niger bridge, you are not blocking the president's food. The people in Aso Rock have food in their fridge. The people in the Senate have money in their accounts. When you block the bridge, you are blocking the lorry driver who has borrowed money to buy tomatoes to sell in Owerri. If those tomatoes rot on the road, that man is finished. His children will not eat. When you burn a police station or a local government office, the smoke will rise and enter the eyes of the old woman selling akara across the street. The tear gas will enter the lungs of the baby sleeping in the shop. I am a businessman. My life is about calculation. I calculate risk and I calculate profit. I want you to calculate with me today. What is the profit of violence? If we burn down the southeast, will it open the prison doors for Nnamdi Kanu? No. It will only add more keys to the lock. It will give the people who hate you exactly what they want. They want to point a finger and say, look, they are violent. Look, they are terrorists. Send the army, send the tanks. Do not give them that excuse. Do not sign a death warrant for your own brothers and sisters because of anger. Let us look at the history. I respect the Igbo people because you are the only people in Africa who have come back from zero. In 1970, after the Civil War, many of your fathers were given only 20 pounds. 20 pounds. Imagine that. Everything else was gone. Houses destroyed. Businesses gone. But look at you today. Look at Niue. It is the Japan of Africa. Look at Onitsha. It holds the largest market in West Africa. Look at the real estate in Abuja and Lagos. Who owns the biggest share? It is you. You did this with your bare hands, with your sweat, and with your brain. Why would you want to set fire to that legacy? If you riot today, you are telling the investors, the Chinese, the Europeans, the Americans, and even the Dangotes of this world that the Southeast is not safe. Money is a coward, my brothers. Money is very fearful. If money hears the sound of a gun, it runs away. If money smells smoke, it disappears. If the Southeast becomes a zone of war, the factories will close. The banks will shut down. The ATMs will stop working. And who will suffer? It is the young boy who just finished CAM school and is looking for work. It is the young girl who wants to start a hair salon. Let us talk about the law and the reality. I know life sentence sounds like the end of the world, but in law, it is not a coffin. It is a judgment from a lower court. There is still the Court of Appeal. There is still the Supreme Court. The judicial process is a ladder. You climb it one step at a time. And beyond the court, there is politics, there is diplomacy. Look at history. Nelson Mandela was given a life sentence. He spent 27 years in prison. But did his people burn down South Africa? They fought, yes, but they also used wisdom. They used diplomacy, and in the end, the prisoner became the president. I'm not saying Nnamdi Kanu is Mandela, and I'm not saying he is not. I'm saying that as long as there is life, there is hope. A prisoner can still be released through negotiation. A prisoner can be pardoned, but a dead man, a man shot by a stray bullet during a riot, he cannot be released. He cannot be pardoned. He is gone forever. I don't want any mother in Aba to cry tonight because her son did not come home. I don't want any father in Abakaliki to go to the mortuary tomorrow morning to identify a body. To the youth, the leaders of tomorrow, I want to speak specifically to the young men, the Gen Z, the ones with the smartphones. I know you are fearless. I know you have energy. I know you are tired of the way Nigeria is treating you. I understand. Nigeria has been hard on you. No light, no jobs. Cost of living is flying like a kite. But listen to me. Your strength is not in throwing stones. Your strength is in your head. The world is changing. The richest people in the world today are not the ones with the biggest guns. They are the ones with the best ideas. They are the tech guys, the creators, the innovators. The Southeast has the highest number of bright minds in this country. You are the ones creating apps. You are the ones doing crypto. You are the ones running importation businesses online. If you turn your region into a war zone, the internet will be cut. The businesses will stop. You will be taking yourself back to the Stone Age. Don't let emotions trick you. Don't let anyone sit in a safe country abroad and use a microphone to tell you to go and die on the street. It is easy to type war on Twitter when you are drinking tea in London or Finland. It is easy to say burn it down when your own children are safe in international schools abroad. But you, who are here in the heat of Nigeria, you are the one who will face the bullet. Use your sense. Wise up. A promise of brotherhood. I want you to know that the rest of Nigeria is not against you. I know sometimes it feels that way. I know the politics of this country is toxic. It divides us. It makes us look at our neighbors as enemies. But the ordinary man in Kano does not hate the ordinary man in Enugu. The trader in Lagos needs the trader in Onitsha. We are like the teeth and the tongue. We may bite each other sometimes by mistake, but we must live in the same mouth. If you pull out the tongue, the teeth have no work. If you pull out the teeth, the tongue cannot chew. We need the Southeast. Nigeria is a tripod. If one leg breaks, the whole pot of soup will pour away. And if the soup pours, hunger will catch all of us north, west, and east. I am committing myself, and I am talking to my fellow business leaders and political elders. We will not sleep. We will intervene. We will push for a political solution. We will knock on the doors of the presidency. We will beg. We will negotiate. We will look for a soft landing. But we cannot do this if you are burning the streets. You must give us the peace we need to negotiate for you. If there is violence, the government will say, we cannot negotiate with terrorists. They will lock the door and throw away the key. Give peace a chance so that we can fight for your brother. The call to action. So, what should you do now? I know your hands are shaking with anger. I know you want to scream. Go home, gather your family, pray. If you are a Christian, open your Bible, read the Psalms. Find strength in God. If you are a trader, go to your shop tomorrow, open your doors, let the market boss, shame the devil, show them that the Igbo spirit cannot be broken by a court judgment. If you are a student, pick up your book, read, pass that exam. That is the best revenge. Success is the best revenge. Build your region. Make the Southeast so prosperous, so rich, so advanced that Abuja will have no choice but to respect you. Do not become the victim, be the victor. I promise you, the sun will rise again. The darkness of tonight is only for a while. Let us not set fire to the rain. Let us not destroy the bridge to our future. I beg you, I plead with you, for the sake of the little children who do not know anything about politics, for the sake of the grandmothers who cannot run if there is a crisis, for the sake of the blood that binds us together, calm down, breathe, peace. May God bless the tireless people of the Southeast. May God protect our youth. And may God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
So this is all we have for you in this video. What do you think about Cubana chief priest 10K warning to President Tinubu as well as ALIKO Dangote statements on free Nnamdi Kanu? Drop your candid opinion in the comments and don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Trend Naija News.